So another thing that happened while we were away last week, and I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to start. Steve Harvey. I happen to be a big fan of Steve Harvey. I love his talk show. I love Family Feud. I love that other show he does. Is it Kids Say the Darndest Things? I don't know. It's something about kids saying.
Little Big Shots.
Yeah, Little Big Shots. Okay. But Steve Harvey, I find he really is, I just like him.
Okay.
Steve Harvey's a very busy guy. You can compare his busyness to that of Ryan Seacrest, the kind of people who wake up, start working, and work until they drop that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
With that said, when you work that much, you can only take so much input from people in interaction with people. Shut up, Froggy.
I'm waiting for you to polish this up for me here.
The more successful you become, the more people have things they want you to look at for them.
Exactly.
Like scripts.
And if we work hard enough, one day we'll understand it.
Yeah, they want stuff from you.
You guys are really trying to butter this up, aren't you?
Not at all. No. I see where he's coming from, but let me read to you the memo. Maybe you've already read it, but I'm going to read it again. The memo Steve Harvey personally sent out to his staff.
Okay.
I do believe they're moving his show from Chicago to L.A. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. I can see how he can be very frustrated at times, but the memo speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'd like you all to review and adhere to the following notes and rules for Season 5 of my talk show.
Okay.
There will be no meetings in my dressing room. No stopping by or popping in. No one. Do not come to my dressing room unless invited. Do not open my dressing room door. If you open my door, expect to be removed. My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who have the intent to see or speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now. That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment. I have been taken advantage of by my lenient policy in the past. This ends now. No more. Do not approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Either knock or use the doorbell. I am seeking more free time for me throughout the day. Do not wait in any hallway to speak to me. I hate being ambushed. Please make an appointment. I promise you I will not entertain you in the hallway. Do not attempt to walk with me. If you're reading this, yes, I mean you. Everyone, do not take offense to the new way of doing business. It is for the good of my personal life and enjoyment. Thank you all, Steve Harvey.
I missed the first part. Is that your memo?
Okay, let's be very clear.
No.
This is not me.
This would never be you.
Okay,
ever.
I don't want anyone thinking that.
Ever.
So here's So
go ahead, defend him.
No, I'm not. No, I have not. No, I'm not. You can see where he's coming from in that,
without a doubt,
he's probably really sick of people always wanting something from him.
Right.
That gets to be really exhausting. There's a nice way of approaching that situation, and then there's this way of approaching that situation.
Here's how I would have handled it.
Yes.
I would have said, hey, as you guys know, I have a lot going on in the course of my day, and I'm sure we all do, but I need to make a request of you. I need time alone because I can't handle all the requests and everything that comes my way. When I'm in my makeup chair, I feel like I'm a sitting target.
Right.
And people are just coming at me because I have to sit there. I'm forced to sit there. Please give me my space. Please make an appointment if you want to see me. Don't just come to my office. And that's
a
the way.
Bit like I can't give you the best answers if I feel overwhelmed. I want to help you out as much as possible. You guys are all amazing, and I want to give you the best that I can give you.
Right.
And you're not going to get the best version of me if you find me in the hallway.
I got to tell you, a lot of people are texting in saying it sounds totally reasonable, what he's asking for. Maybe it's just the way he asked it, like you're saying.
It's totally reasonable what he's asking for. He just sounded like a tool.
What's straight, Nate?
I guarantee he tried the nice way. I guarantee he tried it that way, and then it came to this.
I don't believe
100%.
Yep.
No.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right, Frog? Like with Elvis, and even with me to a certain degree, there's people, and my least favorite phrase in the world is, hey, you got a second?
You got a second.
And I say no, and they're like, okay, but really quick. No, I don't. I just told you I don't have a second.
Do not open my dressing room door if you do expect to be removed.
But Danielle,
listen, what the hell are you going to come and do?
What, Frog? You tell Danielle.
All of this doesn't sound nice, but if the guy has asked nicely to have a few minutes to himself when he's trying to plan for the show, and he's constantly being bombarded, you can see where it does come to this.
Okay, but if. We don't know if he did that way the first time. So there's no, I don't see a letter. I don't see another memo. I only see this one.
Here's why I think he's being unreasonable.
Why is that, Scary?
Because didn't he ever stop and think for a second that those hallway pit stops got a moment ambushing him? Didn't he ever think for a second that his staff is there to prop him up and assist him? Maybe they're trying to make him a better host.
Well, I know, but you can't make him a better host if all of you come at him at the same time.
Right, but
I see your point.
But he to talk in all caps in a memo? Why don't you just?
I got to tell you, 9 out of 10 people texting in are agreeing with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Obviously, he's been pushed to the edge. You know, the perfect person to talk to about this is Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
Dr. Oz, he operates on a lung.
Yeah, he still does surgery
during the morning.
Yeah.
And then he's got to go do his 3 or 4 TV shows in a day.
Yeah.
Let's see if he put the same memo out. Let's talk to someone who works with him.
There is something else to be said for having a middleman be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because maybe he has a producer or something send this same vitriolic email so that he doesn't look like the bad guy. The producer does, because sometimes you need someone else to look like the bad guy.
There you go. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hi. Hi, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. Thanks for listening to us. What's on your mind?
Of course. So, I have so many things to say because I'm not one to agree usually with either, an offensive-sounding email or almost an aggressive-sounding email. But at my job, which is obviously a lower level than Steve Harvey's job, I'm a social worker in a nursing home. So I have family members and other staff members approaching me all the time in the hallway, at my desk, during lunchtime, and the feeling of being ambushed with a question that you're not prepared for is really the worst feeling. You feel unprepared. You feel like, why didn't you just make an appointment? You have people approaching you, left and right. And by the time you leave your job, you kind of feel like you didn't accomplish what you wanted to because you have an agenda in your mind for that day. You have a to-do list. You know what you want to get accomplished. If everybody else is approaching you with their needs for that day, you can't be the best staff member that you can be. That's how I see it, and maybe that's where he's coming from.
Yeah, well, obviously he was pushed to the edge. I mean, and we are having a little fun reading this memo, but I see where he's coming from. But as Bethany said, maybe he could have given them a compliment sandwich or a crap sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Turd sandwich.
Hey, I want to thank each and every one of you for helping this team be so successful.
Yes.
In order for us to stay successful, I need a few things. And here are my things.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it that way. But anyway, hold on one second, Sarah. Here's what he had to say on TV. Was this CNN? Anyone?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
CNN? Okay.
Look, man, anybody, if you come out your house, you don't want nobody on your porch waiting on you. You walk to your car, you don't want people bothering you on the way to the car. Everybody wants the freedom to be able to move around. I just didn't want to be in this prison anymore where I had to stay in this one little room scared to go out and take a breath of fresh air without somebody approaching me. So I wrote the letter, man. I don't apologize about the letter, but it's kind of crazy the way people who took this thing and ran, man.
There you go.
I want to know the person that got fired for releasing the letter.
Well,
Yeah.
he sent it out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't think he had any problem with anyone seeing the letter.
I guess not.
Let me just state for the record, I love Steve Harvey. I totally understand where he's coming from. Greg T.
I was wondering, I have some ideas for a topic train for tomorrow.
Can we have him removed? You will be removed.
Okay.
You just ambushed him.
Greg T. Seriously. I get it.
Imagine if when you walk out of your house, there's like 20 people waiting on you at your front door before you get to the car and they want to talk to you.
I get it, but you know what? How come we're having such a not we, but some people are having such a difficult time understanding direct conversation?
What I would like to be...
By the way, 10 points for the use of the word vitriolic.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for the last person who set him off. Like what that was. Where he was like, or write an email. I have to write a strongly worded
Do
email.
not ambush me.
And not only that, you know this email started off worse, and he cleaned it up a little bit.
Can you imagine? I wish we had the original. All right, we've really got to move here. Dr. Oz is coming in. We're going to talk to him about that. Also, we have to talk about mental health, which this kind of ties into mental health a little to a certain degree. Yeah. One final call from Peggy. Hi, Peggy. What's going on?
Hi, love your show.
Thank you. What's going on with you?
Well, my whole deal is I'm a director of a recruiting firm. So I love Steve Harvey, and yes, I would have loved to seen that original email because I'm going to tell you right now, people do not respect personal space. They just don't. I have people call me. My phones are forwarded to my cell phone, and people will call me at 2 a.m. on a Sunday to ask for a timesheet.
You should write a memo. Wow. Write a memo and tell them they will be removed.
I tried to schedule my calls, and I've tried to give them directive, like, call the number, it'll forward. If no one answers, we'll call you back in 15 minutes. I had a guy just call me. As a matter of fact, right before I called you, a guy called 6 times.
No way.
Wow. And he was like, I was just trying. Nobody was answering the phone. I'm like, the voicemail came on. You leave them. It's real cool. It's technology. You leave a message.
Peggy, I hear you. I hear you. So, but I got to be honest. When I first read this memo, I was like, "Wow!"
Yeah.
But then it totally makes sense. Peggy, I hope you have a great day today. And attention, everyone else, leave Peggy alone. You will be removed from her dressing room.
Only between 9 and 5, and then you can bug me all you want.
5:01, I'd be right on top of you.
Thank you, Peggy. Thanks. Some people are texting and saying, well, that's the price of fame. That's the price of stardom. It really isn't. I mean, what if you're a CEO of a company? What if you are an assistant to someone? What if you work in retail and you're just overworked by people who want you?
I wonder if Bob Pittman, who runs our company, if he feels this way, that anytime he walks down the hallway, people are asking him questions or wanting something.
That's why when I see Bob Pittman coming, I go the other way.
I run.
I run. I stay out of his way to give him the space he deserves. There you go. Which is not true.